I waited 24 whole years for it to finally happen. It sucked. Hey friendos, welcome back to episode 4 of the J12 series, the 24-year-old virgin. And that is accurate, everybody. I waited 24 years to finally get rid of my V-card. And quite frankly, it was very, very disappointing. But before we get into the story, I want to thank everybody for liking the other videos, subscribing, and spreading the word. It's nice to know that I have a lot of people out there that actually like this content. Maybe some don't, but that's all right. I'm trying to get everybody just to laugh. I'm putting myself out there. I don't care. If it helps you guys, if you talk about it for 30 seconds to get your mind off what's going on out there with the virus, that's what I'm here for. This is what this whole series is about. But today, let me tell you about the very first time I lost my virginity. All right, everybody, it was 2005. We were in the middle of a war. This guy was president. Mariah Carey was #1 on the year-end charts. Even Kelly Clarkson was super popular, and I guess she is again 15 years later. The Xbox 360 just came out, and Uno left an indelible, nightmarish image in all of our thoughts on Xbox cameras. As for me, working at Max and Irma's, No Direction, freshly dropped out of Kent State University, and nerdier like no other, pretty much like I am today. So 24-year-old me, not looking quite bad, still had my hair, still had that boyish good look, but I still, for the life of me, could not get laid to save my life. So I would basically come home from work, working a kitchen job, straight up to my bedroom at home, my mom making meatloaf at the time that I could not stand, surrounded by my collectibles, surrounded by my video games. No direction, not knowing how to talk to women, super introverted, very shy, except for when I was at work. I kind of came out of my shell when I was at work. But then a movie came out. It literally changed everything for me. Alright, before I go any further in this video, I gotta tell you guys about an awesome product known as Ballwash. Now, if you work hard and play hard, maybe sometimes as a man, you might smell in places you don't want to smell, and you might catch a weird whiff when you're sitting on the couch watching your favorite movies, 40-Year-Old Virgin for instance. So you get in the shower and you need something more that stays with you throughout the day and holds up. Go no farther than Ballwash by Ballsy. It keeps the funk off your junk. It has activated charcoal, aloe vera, coconut oil, cucumber peel extract, cedarwood oil, and lavender oil. And let me tell you, every time I use this, the smell stays with you for hours, if not a full day. Your junk smells mighty fine, and it will help you, gentlemen, if you get in that situation, if the pants come off and the freaky gets on. So, go right to their website, ballsybrand.com. Once again, that's ballsybrand.com. Hashtag live balls out. So for the longest time, I was gonna wait to lose my virginity. I said either A, I'd fall in love, or B, I would get married. I don't know if that's kind of what I wanted to do, or it was just my lack of options and not having the balls to do things. But then I saw this movie come out with Steve Carell. And it was like looking into a mirror, but 16 years down the road, which weirdly enough is 2 years from now, real time. And I remember my friends going, "Oh my God, Jim, it's you. That's going to be you. At this rate, you're never gonna get laid. You have no direction. You're too shy. You do not have the skills to what it takes to pull the trigger and actually start going out on dates." And then I sat down one day And I just watched this movie and it just let it all sink in. And then it came to me, I was like, shit, they're all right. I'm gonna be Andy. I'm gonna be the guy that doesn't know what it feels like to touch a boob, doesn't know what it's like to go out on a date without being nervous or stupid, let alone not even knowing how to get laid or what to do when it actually would happen. So the movie gave me some balls to ask a girl out. So we would hang out at my buddy's house once or twice a week, and then this girl who was dating a guy down the road at the time started coming up and hanging out with us. Well, lo and behold, she started liking me, apparently, or at least at that time, it seemed like she did. Of course, I was stupid. I was Andy from 40-Year-Old Virgin. So she kept hanging out with me and hanging out with me. She just broke up with a kid down the street, and then all of a sudden, she starts taking a liking to me. And then I'm like, oh my God. Back in those days, if a girl started liking me, I automatically just fell in love for some reason. Like, oh my God, she's the one, we're gonna get married, yada, yada, yada. To every girl out there that has dated me when I was like that, I apologize. I was stupid. I didn't know any better. I just didn't think there'd be anything else for me. I just had no self-esteem at the time. So we would hang out and we started talking and we exchanged phone numbers. I had my T-Mobile flip phone. I'm pretty sure it was a Motorola. Got to the point where one night I was on the phone with her for over 9 hours. At the time, I was not paying the cell phone bill. My parents were. And she said, I actually like having somebody on the phone with me while I fall asleep. So dumbass me decided to let her sleep on a phone, and I stayed on the other end in case she woke up in the middle of the night and she wanted to talk. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd love to go back in time and beat the shit out of myself. So we started hanging out, and she came over to my house, still living at home. We would go up my bedroom and just watch movies and stuff like that. Start making out. Cool stuff at the time for me. I'm like, ooh, making out? Maybe a little dry humping? I'm down with that. Meanwhile, my dad's in the room opposite of me, doing bills, and I'm hoping to hell he doesn't hear what's going on, because I don't even want him to think about that stuff. So, here we go. This is the time in which I tell you how it all went down. She brought over the Notebook, and she's like, we need to watch the Notebook. And of course, 24-year-old me is like, fuck, we have to watch the Notebook. But after seeing 40-Year-Old Virgin, I'm like, maybe this will be a gateway into other things. Maybe a hander, I don't know. We watched the Notebook. While we're watching the Notebook, she decides to start making me a blanket, pretty much identical to this one, except it was plain maize and blue, go blue. While we were watching the movie, things start to happen. So we start making out, heavy petting. I believe that's what the terminology is, heavy petting. My dad is doing bills in the next room, so I'm hoping to God that he doesn't hear any rustling going on, but I'm pretty sure he won't be able to, considering what's going on in the Notebook right now, and I'm hoping that drowns things out. Because I learned not to be loud when you're living with your parents because you don't want to be caught. I digress. So we're kissing, we're making out, and she's the aggressor on this because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have no idea. I've never been in a position even this close before. So she takes the reins. So I'm trying not to sound too graphic with this because I don't want people to go, what the hell is going on? So she decides to lay me down, you know, get on top. I guess that's what they say, get on top. But before we do that, she was being very smart. She's like, do you have any condoms? Now, of course, I bought condoms, thinking maybe one day this will happen, and it's good to have them on standby. This is where everything got derailed from this point on, and it ended up turning into the worst sexual experience of my life. Hopefully there's some guys out there that will agree with me. Those fucking Trojan condom packets like this one right here are seriously the most difficult things to open. I could not figure out for the life of me how to get these damn things open. She's laying there, she naked, and I'm fidgeting with the damn condom wrappers. I've never put on one before. I've never even seen one before, so I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I could tell she's getting pissed, like real pissed. Like, I don't know how much longer she's gonna deal with this. One condom wrapper. I finally get it open. And I kid you not, it took about maybe 5 minutes to get this thing open. Finally get the condom open. I've never put on one before, so I don't know which way is what's the normal, what's reverse. And I was always fed the information that if some of your boys get on anything, there's a possible chance that you could get pregnant. My mom probably told me that, and she's also the same woman who said if I would have had a sip of beer before I turned 21, I'd be completely drunk and end up in jail, and I believed it. Years and years of thinking what the first time is going to be. Maybe I kind of had a girly approach to it. Like, I'm thinking it would be something romantic. Maybe Marvin Gaye would be playing, or Whitney Houston. Anything's possible. Here we are. The moment is at hand. The moment is at hand. I'm finally gonna break the cusps of non-love, and I'm not by myself when it happens, or not watching some sort of adult film on Skinamax. Just me, my girlfriend, the Notebook, Trojan condoms being assholes. The process of me trying to put her on top, she proceeds to rip me out a new asshole. Figuratively. She says, and I quote, and I've done this in stand-up comedy before, so a lot of you are aware of this. She said, "No, you're not fucking me like that." My dad had to have heard that. He had to have heard that in the room next door. She starts yelling at me. I didn't try to put something where it didn't belong, just normal. Her on top, okay? Her on toppy sex, that's it. Toppy tops. And we just continued on, and not one word was uttered, not one moan, nothing. Only sound was the credits from the Notebook, and every now and then you would hear Chris Brown's Running come through my stereo, because for some reason, I don't know why I had music on, and the movie. This is also the girl who proceeded to, 3 days later, give me an 80-mile-an-hour hand job going down Route 11 while staring at me pretty much like this girl's eyes right here. Not blinking, not saying anything, took forever. So, I wait 24 years to meet a fucking psycho. And of course, I fumble through condoms, not knowing what to do with my hands, thinking boobs do feel like a bag of sand. Not knowing what I was doing, I felt like I was thrown into the deep end of the swimming pool, and my mom didn't give me my water wings and I was drowning. So you think you'd get some encouragement, or you think somebody would be like, "Oh, I'm taking your virginity." How adorable. How quaint. Nope. Not at all. Just, I got laughed at, and I got yelled at during my very first time having sex. And needless to say, after this happened, and the 80-mile-an-hour hand job, of course, we didn't last much longer after that. That's how it went, folks. I waited 24 years to lose my virginity, and all it ended up doing was giving me a bruised ego and a complete lack of self-confidence that at least lasted another 4 years, and then another 2 after that, another year after that, until I kind of got into the swing of things. So I basically didn't know what the hell I was doing until I was roughly 30. So at this point in my life, I sat through the Notebook. I should get kudos for that. I mean, you guys know I watch shitty movies. I sat through the Notebook. I helped make a blanket. I got yelled at. Made to feel inferior. But that is going to be it for episode 4. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Just so you guys know, I get the 30 subs. At this point, I'm one off. I get the 30. I'm going to do a live funfetti Halloween themed baking video live from my kitchen, so you guys can watch me bake a cake. I don't know how entertaining that's gonna be, but I'll put on maybe like an apron or something, if I can find one, and I'll bake for you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. Always make sure you put the bell on. You put that bell on, you will get notified when I put new uploads up. Maybe I'll do even a little shorter stuff every now and then. If the baking thing takes off, maybe I'll do like a little bit of a baking series, talk about other things too. But once again, guys, thank you for subscribing and liking the videos. Thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. I'm coming out of my shell with this. I'm so used to being behind the camera, not in front of it, so this actually takes a lot for me. I hope everybody's doing well in isolation or quarantine, everybody practicing social distancing. Stay home if you can, guys. Be safe. We're gonna get through this, and then on the other side, we'll be better for it. Hopefully, we'll learn next time around. Once again, everybody, thank you. Have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. Goodbye and good night. Mwah.